Sturgeon in hot water for messed up health system on vaccine booster jab facing non-stop complaints. Nicola Sturgeon has been forced into an embarrassing apology after Scots were denied booster jabs due to an error with the system. Some Scots turned up to get a booster jab on the advice of the government, but were instead turned back. The Scots in question were rejected from the booster after glitches in the system as protocols were updated. New rules mean people are able to get a booster jab 3 months after their second dose, rather than having to wait 6 months like before. However, the First Minister vowed she was very sorry for those that missed their appointments. Ms. Sturgeon said, "When advice changes, because this is a clinical procedure, there is a process of updating the protocols and materials to make sure everything is being done in line with protocol. In the normal course of events that would take around a week, that has happened now already, and we have taken steps to make sure that information has been cascaded down to vaccine clinics everywhere across Scotland. Let me stress it was a small number of people, and they can go onto the website and rebook now if they are over that 3-month period." Keir, 43, who lives in Linlithgow, was one of the people who were impacted by the issues faced. After turning up at Pyramid's Business Park in Bathgate on Thursday, Keir was turned away, despite following the advice given by the government in the media. She said, "I changed my booster appointment from 24 weeks to this week, which is 20 weeks after my second one, based on the advice I saw that over 40s could bring theirs forward," she said. "When I arrived today, I was told by the receptionist who reviewed it that you have not reached 24 weeks yet. You can't receive it today." When I asked if she had seen the news, she said, "Yes, but we haven't been advised that we can give it to you yet." She told me I had to go away and rebook. Keir then tried to book another appointment on the website, but was unable to because it now thinks I have had my booster. She continued, "So I phoned NHS Inform this afternoon to get them to book one, but they still wouldn't book me an appointment until after 24 weeks. So I now have one for the 10th of January. Again, when I explained what the FM has been saying on TV, she said, "Absolutely not. We haven't had that guidance. It is massively inconvenient to be messed about like this in the middle of a working day. I just wanted to get the booster because I think it's the right thing to do." The First Minister today accepted a small number of people had been unable to get a third COVID jab despite being eligible. But the SNP leader insisted the booster rollout was progressing well and said Scotland remained the most vaccinated nation of the 4 in the UK. Having previously advised that people should wait for 6 months after their second dose of a vaccine before coming forward for another jab, the JCVI announced this week that booster doses can be given after 3 months. Speaking at First Minister's Questions, Douglas Ross paid tribute to the efforts of vaccinators, which has seen 10 million doses given to people across Scotland in the last 12 months. But the Scottish Conservatives leader asked Sturgeon how issues with the booster rollout had been allowed to happen. "Last night it emerged people who are eligible for the vaccine were actually being turned away," he said. "How was this allowed to happen, and has it now been resolved so no one is refused a vaccine they are entitled to?" The First Minister responded, "Scotland currently has the fastest vaccination programme anywhere in the UK on first doses, on second doses, or third doses, and crucially, booster doses. That's not a credit to this government, it's a credit to those working so hard in every corner of the country every single day. The government has a responsibility to ensure the pace of the programme doesn't just continue but also accelerates." Sturgeon added, "I am very sorry to anyone who was turned away from a vaccine clinic yesterday. When advice changes, and the JCVI advice changed on Monday, there is a process of updating protocols and materials. In the normal course of events, that is a normal process that would take around a week. That has now happened. We have taken steps to ensure that has cascaded down to clinics across Scotland. It is important that people who had that experience yesterday, and let me stress it was a small number of people, can go on to the website and rebook their appointment right now. The website and